Good morning and aloha. It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2015 Fall Student Speaker, Mr. Zachary Tman.
My name is Zach. I'm studying cell molecular biology. I am a senior. Actually, most likely I'm a super senior because I've been here for 5 years. And I'm from Yap. I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy. And it's Christina Yang. I know she's like a fictional character, but like that's like a role model to me. She's kind of, because I do want to be a doctor, and I want to have like that kind of like perspective, that kind of that kind of like drive towards medicine. And yeah, if you guys know Christina Yang, the character, she's very driven, very like in your face, and also like doesn't take a lot of like crap from any other person. So it's just like straightforward and do the job and get it done with. So I like that. There's a Jesuit priest back home. He actually moved back to the States already, but when he was there and I was in high school, he used to be the guy that used to tell me like, oh, you know, you can do this in your life, you can follow this path, you can do this. There's nothing stopping you from doing what you want to do, so just follow your dreams and pursue it. So yeah, about 2 people, 1 real, 1 fictional. Finished grad school with some kind of professional degree. My long-term goal in life, though, is to be, I don't want to say settled. I do like traveling, but I do want to work in a place where I know I'm actually doing a lot of good. So I like humanitarian work, essentially. I was thinking of like going to somewhere like Africa or a third world country, essentially, and doing a lot of work with a medical degree. But of course, I will be working a bit back home because
Contributing back.
Yeah, it's good to pay back to your people.
Zachary, an anthropology major, also received a degree in cell and molecular biology with a minor in chemistry last spring. A native of Yap in the Federated States of Micronesia, Zachary's academic achievements have earned him numerous honors, including the Yap State and FSM National Scholarships, which he has held since his freshman year. He has also been an Asian Pacific Islander American Scholarship Fund Scholar since 2013. His community activities have focused on efforts to combat the high rate of suicide among Hawaii's youth. He has served as a student representative for the New York-based JED Foundation since 2014, working on special projects including mental health awareness, suicide prevention, and young adult health on both the local and national level. His post-graduation plans include a trip this summer to Heidelberg, Germany, to work at the European Molecular Biology Laboratory before joining UH Hilo professor Dr. Misaki Takabayashi on her coral bleaching research. We are extremely pleased this morning to welcome this accomplished young man to address the Fall 2015 class. Congratulations, Zachary.
My fellow graduates, we often think of graduation as an event that marks the end of a long academic journey, the point at which we hang up the robes of being a student and put on the mantle of a professional adult. And what a successful journey it has been, for we stand here today as recipients of an award symbolizing our success. However, I implore you to never stop being students and never stop wanting to learn and needing to succeed. The greatest minds of our times were people who were students that were passionately committed to the pursuit of knowledge. We often hear of people aspiring to be the next Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Beyonce, or even Mother Teresa. What we don't often hear are people aspiring to be themselves at their best. You will never find success by trying to be someone else, but rather be inspired by others and then advocate for yourself as you forge your own path forwards. As students, we are actively pursuing betterment by increasing our knowledge, challenging ourselves, and discovering new frontiers. At times, we may need to readjust our course, but regardless of where we are, the goal is to always move forward. In this pursuit of knowledge, always persevere. Perseverance, among many other virtues, should be one of the sashes adorning our graduation robes today. It should be one of our foremost qualities. Albert Einstein himself confessed that it is not that he was so smart, but rather he stuck by his problems longer than most. Whatever we are faced with as we continue on, we should know that we will also come across the most difficult challenges that we will ever face, and it'll push us beyond our limits. My hope is that we endure it and accept it as a test of our character. My faith is in us and in what we can accomplish. And my love? Well, my love is in learning and in living and in dancing. So let's be students for life. In the famous book, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, the title character said, "Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is exhausting for children to be providing explanations over and over again." Here's my challenge for us. Let's not exhaust our inner child into disappearing. While part of your brain feeds you the adult, concrete, and logical explanations that define and structure your decision-making process, this inner child sits in the back of your mind, whispering to you terrifying ideas. Ideas you once had, dreamed of, and have lost sight of, or are too afraid to pursue. Take note of how children ask questions versus how adults ask questions. In a scene where I introduced a potential girlfriend, the adults in the room asked, "How old is she? How many languages can she speak? How tall is she? What is her weight? How many degrees is she after?" Now listen to the questions asked by the kids in the room. What does her voice sound like? Does she have a dream? What's her favorite color? Can she sing? Does she smell funny? And does she have big feet? Always remember your inner child in this grown-up world. Be the adult that lets curiosity, passion, and instinct be reason enough to pursue an idea. And as I implore us all to be students for life, I also want to encourage us. There will be times when the door is shut in our faces, when we are told that we do not qualify. Times we are passed up on for another contender. And times when life throws a curveball and everything seems to be our enemy. But as harrowing as it sounds, these are the times in which we grow the most as individuals. For the people who turn us down, let's one-up them by becoming better. For the doors that close in our faces, let us open up our own doors. And the curveballs that life throws our way, let's hit a home run and strike a pose. But in all this, please stay humble. For if pride comes before the fall, then humility definitely comes before the rise. I'd like to end this encouragement spiel with a caution from my mother, and I extend it to you. Do not pursue knowledge only, but forgo wisdom. There is nothing to be gained if we only have knowledge, but not the wisdom to understand and apply what we know. We've heard time and again that knowledge is power, but knowledge by itself is powerless. It's how we apply that knowledge that makes it powerful. We are walking forward today with all the knowledge we have attained here at UHH, and how we apply all this knowledge in the real world is what matters. So my last encouragement to us is that we be just as wise as we are knowledgeable in all our future endeavors. Thank you.
My message would probably be the same as anyone has ever said before. It's, you really can do it. There is no excuse why you can't. I mean, you can if you're short of dying, but if there's something stopping you, there's always a way around that, or there's always a way to overcome that so you can get there. I mean, when I was in high school, I guess the thing that was stopping me going was I didn't have enough money for a ticket to come here. But I decided to just work, save as much as I can, and my parents, who don't even make that much, contributed the remaining part, and I was able to come. And even if you do get into college, there's gonna be a rough semesters, rough years ahead of you, but it's it's something that can be done. There's a person who doesn't finish college. I don't want to like put down people who didn't finish college, but it's like, what made you stop? You know, like you can actually, you can succeed. If there's a reason, it has to be a really, really, really good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my message would be like, come to college, and even if college is not for you, there is something that you can do after high school. There's other options that you can entertain and pursue.